Hi little Brushflies, welcome back to my channel, Brushfly Anyway. If you're new here, hi. My name is Mercedes and I'm a face behind Brushfly Anyway, and if you are new, remember to hit that subscribe button, and if you're not, welcome back. Make sure you're subscribed and let's dive straight in, because this one could be potentially a long video, but I don't want to be too long. So I'm going to do a Faves and Fails, which I haven't actually done for the longest time. I've been ploughing through my makeup because I've got quite a lot that I haven't used. So I'm kind of just sort of slugging through, seeing what I do and don't like, and sort of getting to know my makeup collection again. But also I've had some new stuff, and some of that new stuff has not worked out. So I think I'm going to start with the fails. So let's start with the negative side of the video, and then we can end on a more positive note on things that I do enjoy at the moment. So let's dive straight in. So first up on my fails, I have two eyeshadow palettes, and unfortunately both of them are from iHeartRevolution. Now iHeartRevolution is actually one of my favourite brands from the Revolution family. I love most of their chocolate palettes, especially their little mini ones, other than this one. I just really like iHeartRevolution. I like their collabs, like their themes, I like their products, their formulas. They are normally really good, but these two have let me down at the moment. So first up, I'm going to go with the mini chocolate palette that I did not like. This is the raspberry and white chocolate palette. So this one came out of, this one's a cracker gift set. For me, it was kind of already doomed, because when I opened it, the little tiny mirror you get that you can carry around with you was broken. The lip gloss that came with it didn't have a chocolate scent to it. This palette does have a chocolate scent, or a rather sweet scent, but it just did not work that well for me. I find the colour story quite confusing. Like I've mentioned in another video where I ranked all of my mini chocolate palettes, that this one, I found it confusing because it's like a red and white theme. So I would have expected more, maybe red tones, maybe like a white in there, so you can like pastel down like a deep red tone. But it's kind of got shades that I would not put with this palette. The colour story is just confusing. But I have also found when I've used it, the looks I've created I'm not too happy with. The formula is okay, but the tones and the colours just, they didn't work for me. So this one has to be a fail. I'm possibly going to end up decluttering this because I'm trying to be good this year and not hold on to makeup products that I don't like and don't need. So the next one, like I said, is from iHeartRevolution, is the Big Cheese palette. So I was so excited to get this. They recently did their cheese board collection, which was so cool. I really like the packaging. Like, they went all out with the packaging. But this palette, like, the colour story itself is actually really nice, and if the formula actually worked, it could have been a really good palette. But for me, when I played with this, I have just found that the matte shades don't work, they don't build, they don't blend, they disappear, they vanish. It does not work. The shimmer shades weren't really vibrant enough. When you dampen them down, they turn into this weird crumbly crepey mess. So this one for me was a big fail. I did not like it. Yeah, I mean, the other products in the cheese board collection I did kind of like and I got on with. Yes, they're not completely amazing, but they're okay. But this one for me, nah. So the next one is this one. So this is the Maybelline The Falsies Push Up Angel Mascara. This actually looked really nice when it was on my lashes. Then I had an allergic reaction. So obviously this one has to go into my fails because I can't wear it. I'm allergic to it. So although it did actually look really nice and it could potentially work for someone else, for me, being allergic to it has just made it a fail because, yeah, I can't use it. Okay, so actually this month, my fails are quite mascara heavy. So we've just had the one with the Maybelline, and I have 4 others. So that makes 5 in total that I didn't get on with this month, or you know, over the past few months. So let's start off with Benefit their Real Magnet Mascara. So this one is actually a sample I got from a magazine. If I have the video of me testing this, because I sort of filmed myself using it because I wanted you to see why I didn't like it, but I've not done like a full review on it. If I have that video, I will post it in. So hopefully you would have seen why I didn't like this. So for me, it did nothing. It didn't apply product, it didn't have anything. Like, my normal lashes would have just been better. Like, this did not really do much at all. You know, yes, maybe because it's a sample size, it's smaller, maybe there's not much product in there for you to actually try and test. But then if that's the case, if they're giving you a sample, they're going to want you to buy the bigger one. So wouldn't they put an, you know, the decent amount, decent formula in this to get you to buy it? But for me, this one was just naff. It did nothing for my lashes. I wouldn't buy it at all. The next one is the Makeup Obsession Mood Mascara. So this came in the Mood gift set last year. Now I think it's meant to be like a dupe for the e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara maybe. This one I just found, I didn't like the formula. It flakes. Thank you, mascara, for telling me what it was I needed to know. Because it's been quite a while since I've used it. I was kind of like, actually, why do I not like this? Yeah, I don't like it. It flaked a lot. Like, I would go to work and I would find in the evening, all around here, I would have flakes of mascara. Up here, it would transfer, and it would just annoy the hell out of me to the point I was just like, you know what, I can't use this anymore. And it's kind of the same story for the next two. So this is the e.l.f. Big Mood. This is the number 7 Lash Impact Ultra. So yeah, they flake. They definitely flake. They're kind of clumpy when they go on. Like this one, you can definitely tell it clumps because when it congeals around there, it's hard to close. Like, none of my others really do that other than that number 7 one. The e.l.f. Big Mood one, you know, the same thing is, it clumps. It's a really thick formula, and I just found I would get incredibly messy putting these ones on, whether that be splodging it under my eye because the brush is so big, especially on this one, and you know, it would just transfer everywhere and then it would flake. So yeah, those two mascaras are not ones that I want to keep in my collection. So I can't believe that lately I have tried so many mascaras and I have not gotten on with them or not liked them. It's really strange. So the next thing in my fails is this. This is the Revolution Illuminating Fixing Spray, which came from their giant advent calendar. This one is like gloop. Like, just sprayed it on my hand. Like, to me it just comes out like a thick gloop, and when it goes on your face, it's not really like very nice. Like, it gives like a dewy, glittery, golden look to your face, but because it's so gloopy, it kind of dries down funny, and like the sprayer is not very even, so like you might spray it all round, but then this splodge here and this splodge here might be really thick and gooey and dry down funny, and then you're getting like none here, so it dries really uneven, it looks uneven. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this one. I could potentially depot it into another sprayer, but to be honest, I think the formula is just, it's too slimy, not for me. The next one I have is the Soap and Glory Super Cat Skinny Liquid Eyeliner. My lovely friend Ellie gave me this one, and I tested it recently. I think it was my endometriosis video, and while it gave a nice liner look, I found it quite scratchy, and my favourite one is the House Labs one. I have never had a liquid eyeliner that I love more than that one. And that one, it just sort of glides on the brushes, sort of, it's hard but it's soft. It's a really hard way to describe it. Like, it keeps its shape but it glides on, whereas this one does not. It sort of pulls and tugs, and I found like I'd apply it and then it would dry down, and then there would be patches where it's missed, so I'd have to go back in, and then it would get a bit flaky. So yeah, I did not like that one. And the last two in the fails segment of this video are lipstick. So one bullet lipstick, one liquid lipstick. So this one is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Lover. When I first got this last year, I actually really enjoyed it. And I don't know whether it just has a really quick like use by, or whether its expiration is really quick, because I found the formula has changed. When I put it on the other day, it was really sticky. Like, it's always been quite a sticky formula, but it would dry down and then it wouldn't be too bad. But I had it on for about half an hour and it still hadn't dried down properly, and I would talk or push my lips together or something and they would just stick. It was like it had some sort of glue to it. It was not very nice and not very comfortable. So this one at the moment is a fail. I did used to like it, but I think the formula's just changed, so I'm going to declutter that one when I get around to doing a declutter video. And the other lipstick is a B by Superdrug one in the shade Pillow Talk. So I recently did a video where I wasn't sure whether B by Superdrug were closing down. My local Superdrug had all their products on sale, even on the Superdrug website they were on sale. But when I reached out to B, they didn't really know what was going on. They were like, oh, it could just be your store. But then on the website everything was on sale, and they're like, oh no, we don't know. So I have no idea whether they are going, staying, coming, going, rebranding, whatever. But this lipstick I did not like. So first off, like, the sticker on the bottom, it says Pillow Talk. I don't know whether it's meant to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, but to me it kind of looked pinky in tone. But when I applied it, it was quite orange in tone, and I'm not the biggest fan of orangey toned lipsticks. But what I also found was that it's quite a sheer formula, but it's pigmented, but it doesn't apply, what's the word, like continuously. Like, you put it on and it'd be really pigmented, then a bit sheer, then really pigmented. And I just found it wasn't a very comfortable formula. It just, not my kind of lipstick. Uncomfortable, not my kind of tone, and not my kind of formula. I just, yeah, it wasn't for me. So this one's definitely in the fails. I don't like it. So let's move on to a bit more positivity and onto my faves part of the video. Okay, first up on my faves part of the video is this. So this is the number 7 Hydroluminous Day Cream. Has SPF 15 plus 5. I don't know what that means. And it's for drier skin. So I get really dry, dehydrated skin. I'm very hormonal. I break out a lot, and then that causes more dryness. So this one is definitely starting to be a skin savior at the moment. It's definitely sort of rescuing my skin and making it feel a bit more loved and a bit more nourished. And it pairs really nicely with the number 7 Hydroluminous foundation. This one, so these two together work really, really well. This is actually my favourite foundation. This is now my 3rd bottle. I need to do a product empties, and in there are 2 of these empty and waiting to be recycled. So yeah, you know, these two together are definitely my favourite at the moment. The Hydroluminous Stay Cream and the Hydroluminous Foundation. They are fantastic together. Next up I have an eyeshadow palette. So this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea palette. My lovely friend Ellie gave me this one when she was decluttering some of hers. Now you might be looking at this and going, but you don't like neutrals, you like vibrant. Yeah, it is a very neutral palette, but I really liked the formula. And I think because it is a shimmer or metallic-y sort of heavy palette, I really like it. Because I love shimmers, and I will wear a shimmer any day of the week. It doesn't matter where I'm going or what I'm doing. If I want a shimmer shade, I will wear a shimmer shade. And you know, vibrant and shimmer, that's me. So this one I think I really like because of the whole shimmer thing that's going on in here. I quite like the design as well. It's, you know, it's cute. I like it. And I really like the packaging. Although the only thing that confused me with this one is because it's got purple on the outside. I would have half expected like a pop of purple or a pop of blue in here, just so it matched with the packaging, but I do actually quite like the formula that's inside, so that is a good one. Then I have a concealer which I'm really liking at the moment. Normally I love my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, but at the moment I'm really enjoying this e.l.f. Flawless concealer. It's in the shade Fair Rose. It's quite heavy coverage, and if I apply too much I can look quite white and pasty, but when I'm having a bad sort of breakout time of the month, it is really good at helping to hide those, or at least make them not look so bad. Yes, I have quite a lot at the moment, so you're probably looking at me thinking, I can still see them. But you know, that is because I have played with makeup today. I've probably brushed off bits of this, so you know, but I do really like this. It's really, really nice. Pairs up nicely with the number 7 foundation as well. I think because the number 7 foundation is quite hydrating, it's the Hydroluminous, and this one is not mattifying, but it's quite heavy coverage, so it can be on my skin quite drying looking. But because I think I pair it up with that foundation, this looks really nice, so I am enjoying that one at the moment. The blush I'm enjoying at the moment is the Be by Superdrug Liquid Blush in Coral. I'm using this almost every single day. I can actually see myself getting through this year at the rate I'm using it, because it's so easy to use. There's only 10 ml in there, so it's not an extortionate amount to try and get through, but it's a really nice formula. I do really like it, and like the orangey toned shade is quite universal and it's cute. I like it. So yeah, I'm poking myself in the eye. Definitely digging this blush at the moment. I really like that one. Next up I have 2 liquid eyeshadows and a little eyeshadow palette. So this is by the brand Forgive Me Susie. I think they were a Birchbox exclusive many moons ago. These ones are nearly dried out, but you know what, they still apply even though they're drying out amazingly and beautifully. Like, they still create such a really nice eye look. Really enjoy using these. I don't know what's happened to Forgive Me Susie. I think they were a Birchbox exclusive, so you potentially can't buy them on their own. But when you look them up on Instagram, they have an Instagram page, but there's only like a few followers, and there's them following like one person and no pictures. So I don't know if they started off trying to be a brand and then didn't. I don't know what happened. But the eyeshadow palette formula is really, really good. It really gives me Natasha Denona vibes. I don't know why my speech is so at the moment. But yeah, definitely Natasha Denona vibes. Really good quality. The mattes are stunning. The shimmers are stunning. So I really like these. And I had so many mascara fails this month. But I do have a mascara favourite. So this is the Bare Minerals Lashtopia mascara. So it kind of looks quite clumpy-fied on the brush, but the formula is not clumpy. It's quite a thick formula, but the way the brush is and the formula is, you apply it to your lashes and it really does give them length, but it also just fans them out. I don't know how it does it, but this is damn good. I'm finding that I'm not getting hardly any transfer. If I do, it's usually because my eyes have been watering because of like pollen and, you know, just being out in the weather. It's not because I've been doing my everyday stuff. It doesn't transfer because of that. But there's like no transfer normally, no flaking, and I feel good when I wear this. Like, when I do the school run, if I just put on a bit of foundation and a bit of mascara just to make myself look alive, I put this one on and it makes my lashes look really, really nice. And it's one of those formulas where you can actually build on it later in the day. So today I tested out an eyeshadow palette, but I had already done the school run this morning and I had put this mascara on. Then I came home, decided I wanted to play with makeup. I didn't wash off the mascara, I just applied the eyeshadow. Then to sort of brighten the eyeshadow and the mascara back up, I went over with this and it builded perfectly. Like, there was no flaking, it didn't all like go spidery and clumped together. It still just glided through my lashes. So I love this one. I don't know how much it is, but it is Bare Minerals, so it's probably quite an expensive mascara. But when I run out of this, when I have like my monthly makeup budget, I think for 1 month I'm not going to buy anything else. I'm just going to buy this because I actually really love this. And I got this one free with the, what was it, the Glamour Weekender. I got it free in a goodie bag. So I would never have tried this if I hadn't have gone to that. So I'm so pleased I went to that, and I'm so pleased I got to try this because I love it. Next up I have a lipstick. This is a Barry M1 in the shade Neptune. My lovely friend Claire gave me this one. So the packaging kind of gives it away because the bottom half is blue, like how the lipstick bullet looks, but the lid is purple, which is how the actual lipstick shade looks once it's adjusted to your skin tone. Well, like the pH levels in your skin. So after a moment or two it does turn into a really nice sort of purpley toned lipstick. You can sort of use it as a balm, like it kind of has that balmy texture. You apply it, it feels quite nourishing, but then you can build up on it and have more of a vibrant purple lipstick look. So yeah, I really like this. It's really different. It's something different in my collection that I don't have from anything else. So yeah, I really, really like this lipstick. And lastly, to finish off, I have 2 eyeshadow palettes. So I sort of started the video with 2 failed eyeshadow palettes and I'm finishing it on 2 favourite eyeshadow palettes. So the first one is the I Heart Revolution Pistachio Cream. This is a mini chocolate one. So yeah, I had a couple of fails from I Heart Revolution, but I couldn't help but put this one in. So pistachio cream. Now, me and greens do not normally get on. I normally look at green eyeshadows and I'm sort of like, maybe. I do like I've got an Elf Mint Melt one and I love the tones that are in that one. That's more of a pastel. I can get away with those greens. But this one's got more khaki toned greens and a mint green and a yellow and a brown. But I don't know what they've done or how they've done it, but every eye look I have created with this palette I love, even if I'm using that khaki green. I don't like khaki green, but this, there's something about it. I love it. And it smells like chocolate. So a lot of their mini old chocolate palettes, like they had that chocolate scent, but I have found with a lot of the ones I've bought, they didn't really have that. They would just smell like makeup. But this one actually has that chocolate eyeshadow smell to it. So not only does it look great on the eyes, but it looks and smells great. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. And lastly, it is the Revolution and Nikki Lily collab. So a bit biased, I used it today. I'm gonna love it forever. But I've used it for the first time today, and I have to say I was so impressed. The purple shade. Okay, so a lot of brands really struggle with making a really good pastel purple eyeshadow. This one is stunning. It's amazing. I really like it. And it's pastel, like I really like the pastel tones. So this is a really cute little eyeshadow palette. I think if you're into pastels, this one would be good to grab. And you know, that packaging, it looks so damn cute. So yeah, that is my faves and fails for this month. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.